clear powder. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I bring you a very chatty video and it is showing you my go-to makeup look. It's the makeup look I always go back to when I don't know what to put on or if I want something a bit more glam and I really don't know what to use and I'm too lazy to actually do a whole avant-garde look on my eyes or do something too complicated. I always go back to this. I take like, I don't know, I would say 20 minutes to create the whole look. But yeah, I really like this. I hope you like it too. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this video and if you want me to continue doing some chatty videos. I don't know which one you prefer, voiceover or chatty videos, but you tell me in the comments and I'd really appreciate that. So if you want to see how I did this look, then please carry on watching. Bye! Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and this time I'm starting with my face. When I do this kind of makeup look, I always start with my face, and I will obviously start priming it. I will use the Nivea Post Shave Balm. So I have to wait until it gets kind of tacky, and then I go in with my second primer, the one that smooths everything down. So my nose is kind of oily. It gets oily throughout the day, and I also have larger pores around my cheek area, so I like using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer. It's this gray one right here. And this thing lasts me forever and I use it almost every single day. It's one of my favorite primers ever. A little bit on my fingers and then I drag it down my nose, a little bit on my forehead, my chin, and my cheeks. So next I'm going to go in with my foundation. This time I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection Foundation in the shade 100 Ivory. And it's this one right here. You've seen me use it before. I change up my foundation depending on my shade or what look finish I want. This one's quite dewy and it matches me right now. Yes, I am losing my holiday tan, so I'm starting to get paler again. And I have to use this foundation. So I put 2 pumps on the back of my hand and I think that's more than enough. And using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, I'm going to blend everything out. So first I put a few dots on my face, oh Lord. And I just start blending everything out, get my hair in the way. So as you can see, it has like medium coverage. It's quite dewy. I just noticed that I'm using my middle finger to apply the foundation. I'm not flipping you off, I just used this thin finger to put my foundation on. I feel like I haven't chatted with you guys for a long time since I've been doing quick voiceovers because it's getting kind of noisy here and it's really hard for me to film or get some like time in the day where I'm actually alone or it's quiet or something. And I think I put a pump way too much because I still have like loads on the back of my hand. Maybe a pump and a half would do it right now because I'm having quite a good skin day aside from my hormonal breakouts. I have the worst hair day today and not even a ponytail could save my life. I'm so sorry. Alright, so the next thing I do is I conceal my under eyes and everywhere else that needs concealing, or I highlight a tiny bit my face. And I normally go for a full coverage concealer under my eyes because my dark circles will not budge and no concealer would actually cover them. So I like to go in with a full coverage concealer, and if I'm having a good day where I slept nice for like a week or two and I've been drinking a lot of water and things, I really like to use lighter concealers, but today I have really dark under eye circles, so I'm going to conceal them. Now as per usual, I'm using the BH Cosmetics 10 Color Camouflage Concealer Palette. It's this one right here. And I'll be using a light shade for under my eyes and to highlight a little bit the rest of my face. Is highlight my nose, around my nose, a bit on my forehead, and on my chin. Then what I do is I grab the sponge and I blend everything out with the side that I use for the foundation, so the flat side. There you go, nice and quick. And for the under eyes right next to it, I'm going to use this tiny sponge. I love it for concealing, for blending the under eye concealer. It gets in all the tight spots. Well, all the hard to reach places on my face. And there we go, we've concealed. Right, the next thing I do is immediately after this, I set my under eyes with loose powder, kind of like baking, but I'm just setting it. If I bake, it's normally for really long wear. And today I'm using the Australis loose finishing powder. I do not recommend this for flash photography, so I use this for the daytime when I know I'm not gonna be using flash or something like that. And I just quickly set my under eyes. I use this for day because this powder gives you the worst white cast under your eyes, but it's amazing for daytime because it's really light, so. So I also set my nose with this loose powder. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face really light. That's the powder. When I close the cap, it sounds like that. It sounds horrible. Oof, I just dropped the whole load of powder on my skirt and it's black. I'm going to set the rest of my face with translucent finishing powder, and this is the Real Color Stay Smooth Long Wear Finishing Powder. This one right here, I showed it in the haul I just did. I'm going to be setting my face with this. It's a really nice pale ivory color, so for fairer skin tones like me, it works really well. I always forget to tell you which brushes I'm using. I'm using the EcoTools Matte Finish Collection or something like that. I'm not really sure what the collection's called, but they obviously look like this. Alright, so the next thing I do is I put blush on my cheeks, and my go-to shade. So the shade I always use on my cheeks, no matter what, I think it goes with every single makeup look. It's from the ABH Cosmetics 10 Color Blush Professional Blush. I don't even know what this is called. I'll link it down below. And it looks like this. I've used it before, and it's, which shade is it? It's this top one right here. And I like combining this shade with another blush I'm about to use right now. So I tap off the excess because these blushes are so pigmented. So pigmented, you have no idea. So just smile and put it on my cheeks and blend it backwards. Like I'm putting most of the product around my cheek, apples of my cheek, and then I blend it backward a little because I am going to be applying bronzer and it's going to fade really nicely. The next thing I do is I bronze my face. Now I usually use these two brushes and I switch up between these two. Today I'm going to use this one. And from the same blush palette, I go between these two bronze shades. Today I'm going to use this one right here because I want a more bronzy look. So I'm barely touching my face and it's like bronzed. I hate when this happens. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. So I just spritz my face with this a little tiny bit to like set all the powders and make it look a lot more dewy, and then I go right after with my highlighter to get that really blingy Tin Man highlight. Okay, I said a tiny bit, but it isn't a tiny bit. I applied a lot. And then I just fan myself. Okay, I think it's almost setting on my cheeks, and so as per usual, I always go in with the JCat Beauty Golden Soleil Baked Bronzer. I was going to use another highlight today to change it up a bit, but since this is my go-to look and I always use this, I'm going to be true to it and use this. So I grab my fan brush. This is the G&K Makeup Brushes fan brush in 04 definition brush. And I grab a ton of the highlight, and it's about to set on my cheek, so I just... Girl, I am highlighted. Yes, mama. So I just realized it stopped recording on my other cheek highlight, but I highlighted this cheek just as this cheek, and bam, look at that. It's really highlighted. So the next thing I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to grab my blush brush. It's really hard for me to say that. So what I'm actually going to use is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, but this is the blush palette. It looks like this, and I grabbed the shade called Hush. It's this shade right here in the middle, and it's a really, really like highlighty blush. It's a shimmering blush. So I use the shade Hush on my cheeks, the apples of my cheeks, touching my cheekbones right where the highlight hits, like right over here. And it makes everything fade so beautifully, so I'll use it right now. It's like so pigmented, look at this. So I have to tap off the excess, and I really smile doing this because I want some highlight to hit my cheeks when I'm smiling. I think it's one of my all-time favorite blushes, to be sincere. And next, using my Real Techniques setting brush, this pink one right here that's quite dirty and grody from my ABH contour kit. I'm going to buff out the edges of the highlight because I don't want no harsh lines. I think that's the face done already, so I'm going to set my makeup. Now normally I do this at the end, but if I'm doing my face first, that's the first thing I set. So using the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, so just spritz the face with it to set all of the makeup. Done. I don't like using too much of this because it's my favorite setting spray, so the least I could use to cover my face, the better. The next thing I'm actually going to do is because I really hate the feeling. I have foundation with powder all over my lips and it looks so crusty. I'd normally leave it for lipstick, but it's really bugging me and disgusting me right now. I'm going to grab a lip balm and moisturize my lips again. I moisturize them right before priming. Alright, so now moving on to eyes. I'm going to zoom you in, so I hope you can see it. Oh, I think you can see the highlight like this better. So I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the original one. It's this one right here, it's the purple one. So I put quite a bit on. And I blend everything out with my finger. There we go, blended. Beautiful, eh? Alright, so next I set it with a yellow eyeshadow, and I'll be using the the ChiChi Mattes 2 palette. But I dropped it and it broke. It broke. Like, it broke. I have to hold it so quick. Oh my god. And eyeshadows broke also from it. Like, these broke. Pieces broke off them. Oh my god, it's so sad. I'm going to use the, what's it called? The yellow shade to set the eyelid primer. Alright, so now that I've set my eyes with that shade, I'm actually going to put a transition shade, and now using the ChiChi Matte palette, the original one that looks like this. They're also gruddy and worn up, but they're my favorite palettes and I use them every single day. And I'm going to go in with the peachy shade right, it's this one, right? Yeah, right there. I've hit pan on it already and I can't find any shade like it. I think from what I've been seeing, the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie or the Peaches and Cream would be similar to this, but I love this eyeshadow. I mean, it's so pigmented. It's the most natural transition shade. It makes my eyes look so much better. Like, just wearing this alone with a bit of mascara is just the best thing ever. Like, look at the difference. I don't know if you can see a difference because I definitely see it in my eyes. It gives it a lot more dimension. Using from the Matte palette, I'm going to use the shade that's right next to my transition shade, which is the brown right here. It's this one right here. And I'm going to grab that in my Smashbox brush that came with the full exposure palette. This is one of the best things that's ever come with a palette. I'm going to put this on my outer corner and blend it into my crease to make my look, like, as I've said, this is my go-to look. This is, if I don't know what makeup to use, I always do this. I use windshield wiper motions and circular motions to blend everything. And I also grab the other shade, though I'm not using my transition shade, and blend it. There, it's all nice and blended. Next, with the original brush I used to set my eyes with, the primer with, I'm going to go in with the light shade. So I grab this and I put this on my lid to brighten up my eye area. And then with the same blending brush, I'm going to grab the brown again, just a tiny bit, and buff out the edges. Now this is when I would rather have a tinier blending brush for this, but I'm just going to use the same one. I grab the brown shade, the dark brown shade, like really dark brown shade. This is the shade I use for my brows all the time. And I'm going to put up a tiny bit, like almost nothing, like you can barely see the pigment. Just grab that tiny bit and put it on the outer corner and blend it in. And then what you do is what I do is I grab my transition shade, blend everything together. So the next step I do is I grab that brown shade, the light brown shade, this one right here, and I put it underneath my lash line. And then I go in with my mascara. Jesus, I talk way too much when I'm doing chatty videos. They're really chatty, so I'm sorry if this video is going to be like 20 minutes long. But anyways, I curled my eyelashes a tiny bit. I either go two ways. My go-to are two ways, with lashes or without lashes. So I do the same makeup look with or without. And today I am going to be applying lashes, but if not, I heat my eyelash curler, curl my lashes, and apply mascara, and that's it. But no, today I'm just going to curl them normally, apply mascara, and then put lashes on top, so. And then going in with a new mascara I'm trying out. It is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and it got this tiny sample size. It's so cute. Normally I use my Pupa Vamp waterproof mascara, but today I'm trying this out because I really want to change up my mascara, and I really don't know which one would be my go-to because I fell in love with that mascara so much that I don't use any of my other mascaras. The next thing I'll be doing is applying the Ardell Wispies, Demi Wispies lashes. I love these so much. As you can see, they changed packaging. You've already seen in one of my other videos, in my haul probably, I talk about these. They're my favorite lashes. Put the lashes on off camera and I will come back because this is going to take a while. Alright, I'm back. So I've applied the lashes and I love how these look. I've gotten so many compliments on how these look. They always ask me, are they your lashes? Oh my. But anyways, I'm going to do my brows now. And as I've told you, I use the ChiChi Matte Palette, the brown powder, to do my brows. I always do it like that. And that's my go-to look. That one right there. And the first thing I always do is actually draw in my arch because I have non-existent arches. Like my eyebrows are quite rounded. I have lots of eyebrow hairs missing right there, so I always draw in my arch and then I clean up under. Concealer. This has a bit of concealer left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this top of the brow because it's like way too peaky up here. It doesn't have like any concealer. Like I didn't put any. I always use the ABH Clear Brow Gel, and I thought, no, I'll use something different for this video, but this is my go-to makeup look, so I will use what I always use. Yeah. This is like super glue for your brows. I love it. This makeup look goes with absolutely every single lipstick color you could ever think of or have or anything. It goes with everything. This is what I love about my go-to look because I can use like a nude lip color. This is the one I'm using today. It's the Pure Lust Extreme Matte Tint by Kaylin, the brand. It's a number 17. It also has like a shade name, but it's not on this bottle. So I'll look it up and I'll link it down below, definitely for you guys. I love these shades. They're affordable, yet they're amazing. So this is the finished look. I mean, as I've said, you can change the lip color, you can change the lashes, and it looks absolutely stunning. I think something similar like this will look stunning on every single skin tone, every single face shape. I mean, it will look really nice because I didn't contour at all. I just bronzed, blushed, and highlighted. And you could just mix and match, change it up for yours, and make your go-to routine. I mean, I really like how this looks. I always go back to it, as I've said. But yeah, I am going to stop rambling on, and I hope you really liked it. See you on my next video. Bye! Bye! Bye, you guys! Face on my cheeks. Then I actually spritz my face with a bit of rose water. Water. I can't say anything. Then I actually spritz my face with a bit of rose water. I say water really weird. The apples on my cheekbones. The apples on my cheekbones. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I bring you a new video, and as you can tell from the title, it's a first impressions on the new Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, which is this one right here. And